Hey, yo, the pizza here. Oh, nigga. Ah!
Welcome to my channel.
I'm gonna be all up in your feet.
Guess who's back, losers? It's your boy, Spooderman in the house. I just farted and the wife left me. Wait, what? I hope you didn't forget about your favorite not femboy Spider-Man that reviews dumb kids movies, because I'm totally not bored. I'm not kidding you. This channel's a cry for help. Please help me. I haven't paid my taxes in several months. Please. He's lying to you. He's lying. But I'm back from my holiday vacation, and you know what that means. New year, new content, baby. Let's go. Woo! But you probably clicked on this video and are wondering, why is BFox15 reviewing another Equestria Girls movie? Well, yeah, remember in the last Equestria Girls video I said this? And if you haven't seen it, I'd recommend you watch that video first to get the full context of things. There should be an icon in the top right corner of your screen right now to show you where to click and watch the video. But if you don't want to do that and are lazy, no, I'm joking, you're not lazy, you're beautiful. Here's what I said in the last video. She tried to literally mind control them and take over the world, but that's beside the point. And the main six can help her with her redemption arc, which will totally happen in the second movie that I will not review. Well, I lied. You see, and I might shock you with this statement, I don't like these movies very much. I know. This is like world-changing like information that you just heard. You guys probably couldn't even tell from the last video, right? I'm going insane! I just love me some MLP. I love me MID. Whoops, I mean MLP. Whoops, silly daisy. What I really meant to say was Bluey. Please get some help. So what better way to kick off the year than to announce, starting right here, right now, I will review / cover every single Equestria Girls movie ever made. Oh yes, you heard me right. From this moment on, I will be covering / reviewing every single My Little Pony Equestria Girls movie for the most part, up till the last one ever made, My Little Pony Equestria Girls, The Legend of Everfree. Now that's not to say that I won't cover everything in the franchise, because that would take up too much time. I'm looking at you, Equestria Girls shorts and specials. Unless you guys really want to make me suffer watching those specials and shorts. Oh, Jesus. But leave a comment down below if you want me to watch any of the Equestria Girls specials or shorts or anything else Equestria Girls related that I can make a review on or just talk about in general. I want to see your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. I looked at you guys' comments and feedback from the last video, and for the most part, it was mixed results. But for the most part, I saw that Rainbow Rocks, the movie that I'll be covering today, is probably the best one in the franchise so far. Look, I'm gonna preface by saying this. A lot of people, but let's be real here, bronies, hold this movie up to a high standard, and look, I get it. The staff of Friendship is Magic probably had more time to flesh out the characters, have more budget, have more time, and a better sense of where they wanted to take the direction of these characters moving forward after a couple years, right? No. Hasbro, after receiving poor to mediocre reception to the first film, greenlit a second sequel to be made for the following year, and this time, music will be the focus of the film, hence the name Rainbow Rocks. The movie, like last time, was shown in theaters in late 2014, and then for a bit later on the now Discovery Family Channel, a collaborative joint venture between Hasbro and Discovery, as a TV movie. Yeah, I guess the hub wasn't cutting it for some reason, but I can think of one reason why they rebranded the channel name from The Hub. Blah blah blah, it's a sequel. Also, fun fact, this movie has the most songs in anything My Little Pony Friendship is Magic related ever. So you know what that means, future me. More Playboy Cardi references. Yes! If you thought the last video was filled with my favorite emo / goth punk, not bisexual, okay, maybe a little bisexual, vampire and his goons into this video, well, do I have a treat for you? Well, with that out the way, what are we waiting for? I'm all vamped up and ready for cock. I mean, ready to rock. God, please forgive me for that terrible joke, cause this party's about to get crazy. So let's see if My Little Pony Equestria Girls Rainbow Rocks lives up to the hype of being one of the best movies in the series by far. Or, you know, just better than the other 3 movies surrounding it. I don't know, just play the transition.
This party's getting crazy.
Let's rock!
So the movie kicks off at a mysterious calf late at night where, oh my god, no, quick, they gotta get out of there before animated James comes on screen and starts sniffing their farts. We then see 3 of the most average brony DeviantArt users sucking up their farts, living up to the stereotype of bronies being some of the most degenerate motherfuckers you will ever see on the internet. After arguing about which is better, farts or boy smell.
Boy smells so much.
They see a giant rainbow explosion going on outside, and then they quickly run out to see what's going on. So yeah, this is actually the events of the last movie, but happening at the same time for them, but in another side of town, which is a really nice detail I think they added to the movie. Now, they didn't need to do that, but it's nice regardless, I guess. Look, man, I gotta give some points for basic continuity. Wow, revolutionary idea, I know. The main leader of the group, Adagio, realizes that this is equestrian magic, something that they need to survive in this world after being banished, but we'll get more into that later. We then get to see, oh, well, yeah, I'd probably get chastised if I didn't talk about the soundtrack for this movie. And look, I don't want to be the Debbie Downer of the situation right now, because a lot of people really like this soundtrack. And you know, some of the songs are decent, but I don't think it's the greatest music that I've ever heard in my entire life. Now let me explain my side of things before I sound like the jack off on the internet who complains about the pony movies
Not having good music. This movie is for babies.
Like I admit earlier, I do like this movie's soundtrack for the most part. For example, the self-titled track of the movie really brings this energy, this feeling of joy and excitement. I especially like, I don't know, the guitar part of the song. I don't know, I'm not Anthony Fantano.
Also, whole letter red is not a 5.
I'm not no music reviewer. I'm actually far from it. I'm also very far from a movie reviewer. I just like things that I like. That's all I can really say. But the things that I don't like remind me of the target demographic audience that this movie is catering to. And that's completely fine. This is what I signed up for when I watched the movie My Little Pony Equestria Girls Rainbow Rocks. It's literally in the title name. For example, songs like Shake Your Tail and Better Than Ever are really just bland, not all that appealing to me, to be honest. It sounds like something that would come out of the first movie's soundtrack, which is not a good sign in my book personally. They're not like harmful or offensive or just terrible. They're just it's a kids movie song. Can the music be seen as corny sometimes? Yes. Can the music be seen as annoying for the most part? Depends on who you ask. But what I do think the soundtrack brings to the table is something that the first movie lacked. Something called energy, a pulse, literally any sign of living being inside of it. Now, you don't have to necessarily like the energy that it's giving off. I would know. I had a couple of friends watch this movie with me, and to be honest, they weren't feeling it at all. But that's completely fine. If you don't like this movie's soundtrack, it's okay. No one's gonna chastise you. Well, I'm sure as shit not gonna do it, because I have a thing called a life. At one point, I even sat down with this movie's soundtrack to give it a fair listen outside of the movie that it's in. And to be honest, it's fine. It's fine for what it is. Nothing too harmless, nothing too offensive. It's just vibes all around, honestly. I'm feeling a strong 5 to a light 6 on this one. Transition. We then cut to Sunset Shimmer, the first movie's villain, reformed this time, trying to help some kids with their poster that they're painting. But then this happens.
Want some help? No thanks. We're good. Oh, okay. Sunset Shimmer! Over here!
It's a small touch, but this scene and throughout the entire movie are signs that Sunset Shimmer's redemption arc is, is an actual redemption arc. Nobody, and I mean fucking nobody in this movie likes this girl. I mean, I would be pissed too if the girl who tried to mind control me and send me to another dimension was just walking around my high school, not in jail, just still being around. If I was a parent in this universe and my kid went to this school, I would immediately take them out of this school. Cause why is the criminal at the school I'm sending my child to still there? Just not in a federal state prison by now. The only people who still like Sunset Shimmer are the main 6, obviously. And that's it, really. She doesn't get any freebies. She doesn't get any free handouts. She literally has to work her ass off for people to just look at her half the time. Well, I don't think they're on the same level at all. Again, I don't think they're on the same level at all. This movie is no God of War 2018 18 with Kratos, or Avatar The Last Airbender with Zuko, Gollum from Lord of the Rings, hell, even
Darth, you fucking idiot.
Vader from frickin' Star Wars. And for the last one, to put it lightly, he's done some pretty fucked up things. Well, not on those movies' levels. I think this movie does a decent job of portraying someone who wants to change, but everyone else around them doesn't want them to change.
Now that's the bad girl we love to hate.
I knew she was still trouble.
The real Sunset Shimmer is back.
No, it isn't like that.
It feels like the writers genuinely were attempting to fix the problems of the first movie, but also continuing it in the way that they can make her the main focus of this series, or at least the main character, that is, without it feeling contrived or forced down your throat just for the sake of it. The only nitpick I have with this and this movie as a whole is that I wish there were more scenes like it. There are plenty of scenes of this in the movie, don't get me wrong. I just wish there were more of it, because scenes like this made me not care for the plot per se, but care about Sunset's plot. No, not that plot, you fucking weirdos. Her character arc throughout the movie. So yeah, I think Sunset is pretty alright. So after Sunset gets rejected by a bunch of 12-year-olds, god damn it. Hey man, I'm fucking freestyling over here. Meets up with the rest of the main six in the gymnasium that they're in. It turns out them and everybody else in the gymnasium are preparing for what is it called again?
Going to participate in the first ever Canterlot High School Musical Showcase.
Battle of the Bands. It's a battle of the bands to help fund more after-school activities, which from the events of the last movie, yeah, probably makes sense. And then she just completely just shits on Sunset's Shimmer.
I think it's going to be one of the most exciting events we've had at CHS since the fall formal.
We then see the girls meet up for band practice, while Sunset explains to the rest of the girls that she has doubts that she'll live down the previous fall formal.
You were pretty bad at the fall formal.
A demon. I turned into a raging she-demon.
And tried to turn everyone here into teenage zombies for your own personal army. Oh, darling, you have us, and we've forgiven you for your past boo-boos.
Yeah, that's putting it lightly, Rarity. I don't know. Then they play some dumb song. I mean, Ken Carson, X-Men, X-Men, X-Men! Applejack then asks why they still have powers from the end of the first movie. Great question, Applejack. Why do you still have powers from the first movie? Wait a second, I just remembered. There's some prequel shorts that may or may not answer this question. Let's watch them and see if they're relevant to the plot.
2 very boring minutes later.
They are not relevant to the plot.
Then, oh, brother. Oh my god. Then Flash Sentry comes on screen. Okay, granted, he's not as annoying as in the first movie. Keyword still being as annoying. Then he's all like, yo, the shit you played was tight, dog.
Heard you outside. You guys are sounding really tight.
Yeah, for as much praise as people like to give this movie, including myself as well, there are still bad parts to it. This character still being one of them. He's not seen throughout the entire movie, but when he does come on screen, it's just bad. It's so miserable. Like, I don't know what you would do with Flash because he inherently is a male romantic love interest. He honestly really doesn't even belong in the second movie, but you know, they have to shoehorn in some love interest shit in the movie because I don't know, they have to throw a bone to the target demographic every once in a while, I guess. If the target demographic was lizards, because this movie is made for the fuck was that joke I was about to? Anyways, Flash is all like, hey, is my horse wifey gonna be there? Then Applejack's like, no, lol. And Flash is like, okay, I guess I'ma just go. And then just fucking leaves. And then Rarity's like, looks like someone's in love with the Coco. Or some shit, I don't know. Then they have this really cool moment where Sunset explains her past relationship with Flash and then how the girls are there for her no matter what.
Flash is a great guy and all, but I never really liked him. I was just using him to become more popular. The old me really was just awful, wasn't she?
But the important thing is that you've turned yourself around.
Thanks, Applejack. But I'm not sure everyone else at CHS feels the same way.
And that right there is what I like about Sunset in this movie. Even though the main six are warm and welcoming to her, she still acknowledges that, you know, people still fucking hate her. The movie still may acknowledge Sunset as a good person now, but at the end of the day, she still did what she did in the last movie. That forgiveness isn't an option for Sunset Shimmer, and in this case, has to be earned by Sunset. Maybe I'm just looking too deep into this, I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments. But Sunset's then called to the principal's office to guide some new students that she volunteered to shadow for the day. To, you know, give these new students a good impression of her before it reaches out to the other kids. But it turns out, oh my god, it's the three hooded figures from earlier! What a shock! Sunset then tells the villains of the movie, new students, that there's gonna be a musical showcase this weekend and the whole school's gonna be there. Gee, I hope Sunset didn't just accidentally cause the school to be fucked over. We then cut to Adagio and the other Dazzlings waiting outside the lunchroom to suck the energy out of the kids in the lunchroom. Then Sonata is just
It's Taco Tuesday.
Then a song number breaks out and gee, I sure wish I can talk about these fucking song numbers, but YouTube be like,
Ooh gaga, I got your milkies. Since you wanna act like a fucking baby.
yeah, fuck off. So anyways, after that song number, the girls obviously see that the new kids are using some sort of dark magic. So they go to Principal Celestia and Vice Principal Luna to tell them what they just saw in the lunchroom. But not before on their way there, Applejack just sub-disses Sunset for no reason.
Last thing she needs is another CHS event almost ruined by some power-crazed lunatic. No offense.
None taken.
The girls then tell Celestia and Luna about the quote-unquote new kids and what they saw in the lunchroom. But it turns out Celestia and Luna start just gaslighting them and tell them that instead of the musical showcase that's gonna happen this weekend, it's gonna be a battle of the bands. Gee, I wonder why Celestia and Luna are acting so strange. I know, maybe because they're freaking hypnotized, but okay, I guess. Also, Celestia and Luna told them that the group name is called the Dazzlings, the new kids are called the Dazzlings, the villains are called the Dazzlings, the villains are called the next scene. And the gangs are like, yo, we need the homie Twilight up in this bitch. Where the fuck is she at? I'm trying to fuck some bitches up right quick. Then Sunset's like, hey yo, I got an idea, dog. I'll use this notebook that Celestia gave me back in like 1997 and we can contact Twilight that way. Man, that book dusty as hell. What the fuck? But regardless, Sunset then writes in the notebook. Twilight then gets the message through her vibrating book. Oh, I get what she means when she says she really likes books. Yeah, her beautifully oily, omnipotent collection. I have a couple of those too, but for some reasons mine vibrate at several speeds and I can't get them to stop. But anyways, Twilight Sparkle then receives Sunset Shimmer's message about them needing help back in CHS. Then Twilight explains to the rest of her friends what's happening. Essentially, that these new kids on the block are basically sirens, which, oh boy. Just a mini rant. This isn't a movie problem, more is a show problem. I don't know if I'm gonna explain this right, but fuck it. Okay, so these sirens are these beautiful seahorse singing creatures from Equestria that basically entrance ponies, but they have to suck off the negative energy of the ponies to keep this up. So then my flaw is this. Who designed these creatures? Is there a My Little Pony god? Is there a celestial being? Is there pony theism? Is there pony Christianity in this world? Does any of this matter? No, because some weirded fucking old man star-swirled the bearded just threw him in another dimension. Cause he used some spell to banish them. But anyways, but Twilight, after hearing that Sunset and the gang and the rest of CHS are in danger, she then builds a portal that can go through the other world, and this shit makes no sense. This shit makes no sense, especially since the 30 moon things from the last movie is now just irrelevant. It doesn't matter, but who cares? She goes to the portal, she comes out on the other side, they all sing Kumbaya, and I don't know, next scene.
Oh, I do hate that you've had to return in a time of crisis. We have so much catching up to do.
For starters, a certain blue-haired guitar player was just asking about you.
Flash Centric.
I don't care.
Guess you really were Princess Celestia's prize pupil.
She's even got her own castle.
A castle?
Castle? You mean Crystal Castle's by Destroy Lonely? Yeah, it could be a million miles away, but I'm still gonna climb that mountain. Then Twilight's like, yo, where the ops at? Then Piggy Pie's like, hey yo, the ops are at the... God damn. Pinkie Pie's like, yeah, I know where the ops at. They had a party tonight. Let's go hit a lick on them. And Twilight and the rest of the gang are like, all right, bet. So then the gang just pulls up to the fucking party. And everybody's fucking pissed off because they keep getting the fart sucked out of them. The fart magic inside of their bodies, that is. Hasbro, you could have picked any fucking color. Red, blue, yellow. Okay, I don't know about that one, but pink, magenta, orange, literally any other color. Then Flash and Twilight, I don't care. So the girls then try to take down the Dazzlings, but turns out, uh-oh, what's that? Plot contrivance. Whoa! Watch out, girls. There's still 40 minutes left of this movie. We can't have it getting too feisty up in this gymnasium. So yeah, nothing fucking happened. The villains just suck up more energy, and then the main six run off because they're pussies. And Twilight's like, hey yo, why this shit not working? Fuck. Sunsets are like, I don't know, homie, but I think we need to make like a rap song to like combat them, you know? We need to make some hot fire bangers, some fucking heat to their chest. And then Fluttershy's all like,
You mean like a song?
no fucking shit, homie. We can be making fucking nursery rhyme stuff for them little kiddies up in your fucking basement. Nah, we gonna be making a fucking rap song. Then the rest of the gang is like, that shit gonna be opium as hell. And Rarity's all like, man, I'm sick and tired of the rainbows. We need something new, fresh, original. And Applejack is like, the rainbooms? Nah, more like the rain booms, as in 00 shit. Opium. Opium? This is the fucking worst joke I've ever said in a video. God damn it. So after the gang becomes a bunch of opium meat riders, they then go to Pinkie Pie's house to have a sleepover party. They then take some selfies and do some girl shit. I don't give a shit. And Rainbow Dash is like, hey yo, Twilight, how's that rap song coming? I don't know, Slime, but this song Fluttershy made. This shit heat, homie. Hope nobody leaked this shit. Then the girls get pizza while Twilight looks at her notebook full of, yo, is that a Cartonese? Twilight knows the language of the true gods of the rap game, the Yeetster and Sir Cartier. Then Twilight puts Fluttershy's notebook in Pinkie Pie's used food drawer. Ew, that's disgusting. Clean that shit, bitch. Then later at night when everybody is sleeping, hold on. Why the fuck Pinkie Pie sleeping like that? Are you okay, bro? Don't give the bronies more fat material now. Then Sunset and Twilight have this really cool scene that I like, honestly. It's just them shooting the shit at 4 a.m. in the morning, talking about their feelings, their doubts, letting everybody down, and the struggles of living up to everybody's expectations. It also helps that the lighting in this scene is really superb too. I don't know, I just really like how this, oh brother, I'm about to sound fucking pretentious, cinematography is shot.
We really are lucky you're here.
That's what everyone keeps telling me.
Must be nice to have everyone always looking to you for answers to their problems, instead of waiting for you to cause a problem.
Just because everyone expects something from you doesn't mean it's guaranteed to happen.
But that doesn't stop them from expecting it.
Which only makes things harder because the last thing you want to do is let everybody down.
We're only halfway through the movie, and this is what I mean by I want more scenes like this. This is what the movie should be focusing on. Not that the movie is quote-unquote bad so far. I just feel like it's okay. But I feel like they could really take the ball with this concept of Sunset trying to reform herself, trying to give herself a better image, and not letting everybody down, I don't know, into like a series or something. Hear me out, okay? Like, maybe instead of making the specials about some dumb bullshit adventure they go on, that's really just pointless and really doesn't add anything to the Equestria girls lore. I feel like the specials could have been something more. I don't know, maybe I'll get into that to another time, honestly. I really just fucking hate those specials, they're so bad.
Boulder was hungry.
After Twilight and Sunset talk about some emotional shit for pussies, cause I own 12 Bugattis and traffic women. I mean, fuck women. Also, YouTube, this is a joke. So we got back to the gang trying to make a underground classic that DJ Smokey would be proud of.
Tuned into 102.3 Nuke Radio with your host, DJ Smokey. Get ready to enter the battle zone. It's a smoked out nuke party. This song is a war crime. Legalize nuclear bombs.
But one problem, the song is fucking ass.
Hey, listen, we've got a message for you. We're not all alike, but our friendship is true.
That shit is a 2-pack of ass.
The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
Wow, this music sounds really familiar to a certain artist I know, but I won't mention by name, because he's such a good artist. He's a really, really great artist, guys. You should listen to him. Also, why the fuck is there a random Daft Punk reference? I don't think little girls watching this movie will understand Daft Punk, but okay, I guess. Princess Shimmer then explains that time is running out and that they need to perform the song because the Battle of the Bands is about to start. In literally 15 minutes. Wow, guys, you couldn't have, like, timed this better. But the song is clearly not ready. Rainbow Dash is then like, alright, fuck it, we gonna perform the song. Twilight, you stay back here and I don't know, cook up some bullshit like you're in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, like
the Nazi
or some shit for the Donda 2 listening party. I don't know, but this joke is moving on. We then cut to Celestia and Luna introducing everyone to the Battle of the Bands.
Welcome to the first ever Canterlot High School Battle of the Bands. I believe I speak for everyone when I say it is by far the greatest thing we have ever done here at this school.
Hey yo, if this bitch doesn't shut the fuck up with her long ass legs, I'm going to literally beat her to death. In Minecraft. Then everybody gets mad again because there can only be like one winner. Duh, of course. It's called Battle of the Bands for a reason. What did you expect, you morons? But the Dazzlings just suck up their energy, and then the rain booms come in, and totally nothing nefarious will happen during their performance. But not before Snips and Snails can go on first.
Oh yeah, Snips and Snails in the house, yo.
They call me MC Snips, and there ain't no lie. My favorite food is like pumpkin pie.
I'm Gigi Sassy Snails. I like whales. When I go to the beach, I always bring my pails.
Hey yo, who wrote this song? Hobson? Run the Jewels, these two are not. And these two are definitely not outcasts. I also like how Pinkie Pie and Sonata are just vibing out to this song. Small details like that really make me appreciate this movie more than I should, honestly.
Yeah, bam! In your face, rain booms.
At least we know one group who won't stand in the way of us getting to the finals.
Let's get ready to rock!
And roll. I just wanna rock and roll. And then they play a song. Moving on.
Yeah, well, whoever did this couldn't have done this if you didn't insist on dressing like this. We need to sound good. Is there some reason that concept seems to escape you?
Oh, silly Applejack, not to the underground rap scene it doesn't. Aesthetics over everything. Fuck the music if it sounds good. Just look cool in all black. Also, fuck it, no diversity. Just sound like the same fucking guy over and over again. And just have the production carry you all the way to the top because of money.
It was pretty distracting. Says the girl who was running from a light the whole time. A light!
You still sounded much better than most of the other bands. I'm sure you'll make it to the next round, but it won't matter if you don't have that counter spell ready.
Bitch, what fucking song were you listening to? That shit was fucking straight dumpster juice. Yo, the Rain Booms have hidden talent. Let's keep it hidden. So then Twilight bumps into, wait. He says something based.
We really need to stop bumping into each other like this.
You guys hear something?
Nope.
I said, we have to stop.
There it is again. So annoying.
Ha! Women. Am I right, fellas? Okay, I'll stop now. So while the gang's trying to make a counterspell to defeat the Dazzlings, Sunset then meets the Dazzlings in a hallway, similar to that scene in the first movie where Sunset meets Twilight in the hallway, but this time the roles are reversed. Ooh. Then the Dazzlings are all like, Sunset, you a bitch. Yeah, you bitch made, bitch. Yeah, we heard what you did, you fucking bitch. Now for real though, it's a good scene though, honestly. Now could it be a little bit more subtle? Yeah, but I'm not complaining. Anything is anything at this point. So after we skip an on the nose but catchy song, it's like, hey yo players, we about to be in the final round, for real for real. And Applejack is all like, yeah, the Rain Booms is really booming this bitch up, if you get what I'm saying, you boomer. My dogs, we won't let you down, my nizzle grizzle Twilight. And Fluttershy's like, hey yo, can we play the banger I made a couple days ago? This shit was fire, I want to play that shit. But Rainbow Dash is all like, man, fuck off, I don't want to hear that whack ass shit, we gonna play my song, bitch. Then after Trixie performs and then confronts the Rain Booms, she's all like, top that, you fucking opium goons, get the fuck up out of here. Get the fuck up out of here with that fucking rap trash. It's all about hyper pop. I'm a true 100 Gexer for real. Anyways, you then cut to another song. Oh, fuck my life. So after Sunset Shimmer just fucking spears Rainbow Dash like Goldberg, Rainbow Dash is all like, hey, yo, homie, what the fuck was that shit all about, dog? And Sunset's all like, dog, we need to save that shit for the big finale. What do you mean? Then Rarity's all like, dog, that was not opium. Then Celestia and Luna come on and are like, surprise, surprise, guess who's moving on and guess who's not? Could it be? It's Trixie's band! No, I'm kidding, it's the Rainbooms. It's just the Rainbooms. Then as the Rainbooms take the walk of shame through the crowd, the Dazzlings then manipulate Trixie to sabotage the Rainboom set later tonight at the finals. We then see the Rainbooms preparing for their set later on tonight when suddenly, oh no! Trixie uses a comedically placed trap door to trap the main heroines in. What the fuck? Hey man, I didn't say this movie was perfect. I immediately knew what this was because behind Trixie there was a giant lever right there where everyone could see it and nobody stopped to say, hey, what's that giant lever doing right there? But oh well, I guess they're just stuck in a pit now. Fucking movie. And the Dazzlings are all like, yes, all the simp fart smell will be all ours. So after that dumbass scene, Trixie sings the same song again. Who cares? The main six try to escape from underneath the stage, but nothing happens. I wonder whose fault that is. Then they start infighting because, you know, they're opium dick riders. Of course they start infighting. Applejack's all like, hey yo, Rainbow Dash, why the fuck you download the lucky preset? I told you to download the Destroyed Lonely pack. This wouldn't have happened if you weren't on some dumbass shit like you always are. Dog, this wouldn't have been an issue if you would have stopped downloading those stupid ass can type beats off of YouTube. That guy
allegedly
beats women. Bitch, the fuck you talking about? It's all about them yeet type beats now. I don't know what you talking about, some stupid ass can type beats. That was probably Rarity. Excuse me, darling. I prefer, yes, this is Rarity's voice now. Fuck it. I prefer Isaiah to Gigi, whatever the fuck his name is. Also, you guys never want to wear matching fits because black is the perfect attire. It's all about the aesthetics, darling. Never the music. Also, these Rick Owen boots that I got everyone in the group cost me a pretty penny, you filthy heathens. I have to look good when I fuck up a beat in FL Studio.
Again with the costumes. No one cares what we're wearing.
Hey yo, fuck that shit. Where all the weed at? Then the stinky opium smell comes out of them and seeps onto the stage above, not knowing this is what the Dazzlings wanted all along, their magic. Sunset Shimmer's the only one who notices anything and is like, hey guys, we gotta stop this shit because literally it's causing the Dazzlings to be powered up.
Stop! You have to stop! This is what they've been after all along. They're feeding off of the magic inside you.
How can they be using our magic? It's the magic of friendship.
No fucking shit, Sherlock. They've been doing it the whole movie. Were you not paying attention?
Ever since you started this band, you've been letting little things get to you. I never said anything because I didn't feel like it was my place. Not when I was so new to this whole friendship thing. I still have a lot to learn, but I do know that if you don't work out even the smallest problems right at the start, the magic of friendship can be turned into something else.
I can't believe all this tension was happening right under my nose and I didn't realize it. I'm supposed to be the one with all the answers, and all I've done since I got here is let you down.
I don't think anyone is supposed to have all the answers, but you can count on your friends to help you find them.
I think you already have.
As corny as this message is, and yes, it's pretty corny, I do at least like the idea of Sunset giving the solution to the problem that the band needs. Now, a 5-year-old could probably figure this shit out, but guess who's the market audience for this movie? Children. Or some bronies would like to say. It's actually for me, because Hasbro really caters the show towards me and everything about me. Also, I need to see Rainbow Dash's butthole on screen every 2 seconds. So after they kiss and make up, they then try to get out of the room, but you know, the door is still stuck. But eventually Spike just opens the door.
Spike! Sorry I took so long. I had to find somebody who wasn't under the siren spell to help me get you out.
Why isn't she under their spell?
Never takes off her headphones.
What? I mean, she can hear Spike perfectly fine, but she can't hear the sirens right above her singing right now? Is the music that she's playing so loud she can't hear the siren music, but still be able to hear the rest of everybody else? What? So basically, this is what Vinyl is hearing throughout the entire movie.
Spike! Sorry I took so long. I had to find somebody who wasn't under the siren spell to help me get you out. we've still got the magic of friendship inside us.
And there's only one way to do it.
We're getting the band back together? We're getting our band back together.
You broke up the Rainbooms for 2 seconds. That's not really a breakup.
Oh, which version of the counterspell are we going to play?
I don't think it matters what song we play, as long as we play it together, as friends.
I know just the song. Fluttershy's written a really great one.
What song? You've never heard it! Throughout the entire movie, you've been like, nah, we'll get to it later. Nah, I don't feel like playing it. Nah, how about my song? Bitch, are you fucking stupid? Are you really this dumb?
We're about to save the world here. Personally, I think we should do it in style. Rarity?
I thought you'd never...
After they escaped underneath the stage, then Rainbow Dash is all like, hey yo dog, how the fuck are we supposed to play our music? Nobody can hear us. Then Vinyl transforms her car into a giant subwoofer bass station thing. I don't know. Looks like a fucking transformer or some shit. So basically, this point in the movie is it's a ripoff of Scott Pilgrim. I'm not shitting you. It's that one scene from Scott Pilgrim where Scott and the band has to fight the two twins and what? I'm just completely dumbfounded at how this is a real thing that is happening on my screen. So they start singing the song and... Fine, MOP movie, you win. I like the song. I like the song because one, this is a better climactic battle, at least compared to the first movie. They have to play better than the other band. And the fact that they are at least struggling throughout the battle, it's not just one-sided immediately.
We'll get to that part.
At least this feels like it's the climax of the movie. I am at least engaged slightly about what is happening on screen. You see, where this film succeeds and the other movie doesn't is that it's not boring for the most part. It's not, oh, she gets the crown and then she monologues for what feels like an eternity, and then Twilight and the gang are just like, shut the fuck up, Tar, get on, liberal, and just shoot her with the rainbow skittle beam. At least the question, will they be able to defeat the villains, can even be asked in this case. Now, I'm not saying this is peak level writing here. We're still watching My Little Pony of all things. I at least appreciate the attempt to make this somewhat dramatic, have some sort of stakes on the line. Now, it's really up to you if you think this climax goes hard in the paint. God, why do I sound so fucking white when I just said that? But I can't mind control you. I don't care. But if you think this is good
or bad,
let me know. I'm really interested to see your guys' thoughts on this. Or don't. I don't know. Be you. Do you, boo-boo?
Sunset Shimmer, we need you!
But all that shit aside, this is what the movie has been building up to. This moment right here is integral, not only to the movie, but Sunset as a person. Sunset's gone through neglect, hatred, and self-doubt to live up to everybody's expectations of you, to live up to yourself. Nobody up to this point, except for the main six, believe that Sunset has changed, that she's a better person. But you know what? She's gonna pick up that mic and sing her ass off to prove not only to her friends that she's changed, but to herself. Sunset Shimmer has changed.
We're done since being here is drive everyone apart. I don't know the first thing about friendship.
I bet they can teach you.
Open your eyes.
Also to save the world, also that part too.
But this is what I'm talking about. Character development. An actual arc. Building to something and then executing on it. Something that I could actually talk about in this godforsaken franchise. In these godforsaken, awful, terrible movies. At least, at the very, very least, this movie has the discussion, has the attempt to make something out of these characters. Compared to nothing. Absolutely zero in the last movie. This finale, like Sunset Shimmer's redemption arc, like I said earlier in this movie, is earned, not given. But fuck all that shit, right? Cause I can't fucking play the song. So fuck it, I'm gonna make my own goddamn ending.
And then they fucking died.
So after the main six defeats the Dazzlings with their Kumbaya beam, they get Kid Cudi'd off the stage. Then Twilight and Flash, I don't give a shit. Also this happens.
You know, Twilight
Starlight is going back to Equestria soon. The Rainbooms could really use someone to help Fluttershy on backup vocals.
I also play guitar.
That would have been useful in literally any part of the movie, but okay, I guess.
They then all hug Sunset, then Twilight just goes home and then says this before leaving.
Sure wish you could stay longer.
Me too. But I have responsibilities in Equestria that I have to get back to. Its citizens need me. But now, I can go through the portal whenever I need to. This isn't goodbye. It's just goodbye till next time.
Well, she's technically not wrong.
I don't want to get too ahead of myself now. We still got like 2 other movies to talk about. All I'll say is this, if you know, you know. You know what, fuck it. I just realized while recording this. If you don't want spoilers for the next movie, if you don't want spoilers for the after credit scene in My Little Pony Equestria Girls Rainbow Rocks and spoilers for My Little Pony Equestria Girls Friendship Games in 3, 2, 1... Give you some more time. And okay, so I know we're jumping ahead just a tiny bit, but in the after credit scene of My Little Pony Equestria Girls Rainbow Rocks, it turns out that there is you guessed it, an alternate version of Twilight Sparkle in this universe, which you know what? We'll just save it for the next Equestria Girls review. I honestly can't give my thoughts about this right away, but it's something. But spoilers aside, we cut back to Sunset then closes out the movie with some final words, and then we'll get into the final thoughts of this video, because oh boy, I'm gonna have some words.
Dear Princess Twilight, missing you already, and hope you'll be back soon. Things are definitely looking up for me here at Canterlot High, but I know I still have a lot to learn about friendship. Hope you don't mind if I write to you for advice when I need it. Your friend, Sunset Shimmer.
You ready or what?
Ready!
1, 2, 3, 4!
Well, here we are. If you honestly made it to the end of this video, congrats. You deserve a cookie, cause holy fucking shit. Cause this one was a long one. Oh my god. You know, I usually try to keep these videos as long as they need to be, but as short as possible for the average person. The average normal person, that is, who stumbled upon my channel, but you can look at the video length. You see how long it is. Hey man, you know B-Fox loves talking about his dumb old pony show. For fuck's sake. Jesus. You know, I might actually fuck around and make that fucking My Little Pony Gen 4 video or some shit. Maybe one day. One day, maybe. But back to the original point I was trying to make before getting sidetracked. Fucking idiot. You know, I saved this part for last and recording this part for last because I needed to collect my thoughts on this movie. Because this one's special. To me, at least. Or you too. I don't know. You know, I never thought of the day that I'd be sitting here in front of this microphone talking about a show about ponies for little girls, this movie for little girls, and just have absolutely nothing to say, but was surprisingly shocked at what I saw. Cause I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't give a fuck about what the plot was in this movie. Okay, maybe that's being a little too harsh. Okay, maybe a little bit. I care a little bit what's happening in this movie. And you could probably guess why or what it is that I'm caring about. I've never seen a franchise do a complete 180 with a character that was so god-awful bad, like absolute dumpster juice garbage, and turning her into a likable, interesting, relatable, good character. It's honestly interesting that Sunset Shimmer, one of the series' best redeemed characters— oh wait, hold on.
Redeemed characters.
Has so many parallels to
you know who.
But for those of you who actually go outside and touch grass who don't know this character, I'll explain. Starlight Glimmer, you know what, I'm gonna just flat out say it. She's the worst character in MOP. I'm sorry. I know I just upsetted a lot of Starlight Glimmer fans, whoever's out there, but to the uninformed, this character is the actual worst. Like, I'm talking god-awful worst without getting into the nitty-gritty. I say this because Sunset Shimmer could have easily been a Starlight Glimmer. Both start out as mediocre villains, then they get redeemed or reformed or whatever you want to say, but then where the two differ is that one is genuine and the other isn't. And you know, I feel like this is something that we have to talk about when we talk about redemption arcs and characters in media as a whole. Because you know what I hate more than anything else? When characters just don't earn anything. They don't deserve it. Everybody just suddenly likes the character now because you're on the good side. That's not how it works. You see, in the real world, if you do something bad, like, I don't know, do a crime, people are likely not to like you after you do said crime. Case in point, Starlight Glimmer. To put it shortly without confusing the normal people in my audience, Starlight Glimmer basically starts a cult in the middle of nowhere and becomes their cult leader. I know that's a lot to take in here, but just follow me for a second. But more importantly than that, just fucks over time. She just becomes an evil time traveler. I don't know how else to put it. Those are the crimes, amongst other things, that she committed. Now obviously, Starlight Glimmer isn't the greatest villain, so what makes you think that she would be a good reformed character? Spoiler alert.
Make it end, please God. I want to die.
On the other side, we have Sunset Shimmer, and while yes, she did do bad things, and yes, did commit a crime, it's not like everybody just instantly forgave her for what she did. They aren't just hypnotized to believe that you're just automatically good because the writers just say so. The people at CHS never forgot. They have a thing called a brain and use logic like a normal human. It also helps that Sunset's in a good movie compared to Starlight Glimmer, who was introduced in one of the worst seasons I've ever seen in a television show. But suffice to say that I'm just glad that they didn't fuck up Sunset Shimmer's character. But to sum up, what was I talking about again? Oh yeah, the movie. Movie good. The movie flawed, but Sunset Shimmer is best character now. She's the best now. She's the best pony girl. Aside from it's also my birthday. Wish me a happy birthday. Don't believe the deep state agents who tell you that it's not. Okay, bye-bye.
Also, I want Celestia's long legs to step on my ball.
Feet.
Never too much. Certified side nigga.
This is you.